nothing makes me feel less funny than someone asking me to be funny.
Well, don't be funny, Adam. Do not be funny.
I won't. Good, thank you. Right. Nicola, I'm just trying to explain that I just thought we were popping around there. Just popping around to get some stuff.
Yeah, we were, but as I was leaving the house, I asked you, do you want to meet my mum and dad? And you said, yes, I do.
Yeah, but you'd already told them we were coming round. You can't ask me after you've told them. What if I'd said I didn't want to meet them?
Well, then you just could have waited in the car, couldn't you?
All right, then I'll wait in the car.
Oh, well, now you're just being arsey.
Have you ever been with your partner, you bumped into your ex? Have you heard that one? I was with my last girlfriend, we bumped into an old girlfriend. I was very nervous. I introduced them. It's a bit like letting off a firework. I just went... They actually got on very well. But there was a bit of an atmosphere at first, because they both looked very similar. Except my new girlfriend had slightly bigger tits. Obviously. So, my last girlfriend was the only girlfriend I ever had who did not get grumpy once a month. How lucky am I? No mood swings, nothing. There were only two differences when she was on. One, her breasts would get larger and firmer. I for that to happen. I prayed, but I didn't ask. Can you imagine that prayer? All around the world, millions of people praying. Hello. You know my girlfriend's tits? Yeah, great work, by the way. Huge fan. Read your book. How can I put this? You couldn't, whack them up, could you? Amen. And two, instead of having sex at night, she'd give me a blowjob. And yet, she calls it her time of the month.
Put it this way, my mum is the sort of person who would welcome anyone into her home. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, green, she's not fussy. I hope you're hungry.
Well, we're collecting an edible jumper now.
Hello, how are you? Oh, Mum, this is Adam. Adam, this is my mum. Hello, Adam. Ooh.
Nice to meet you.
Cute.
Well, we went round her house for dinner, her mum's house, and we were supposed to be collecting clothes, a jumper.
He didn't tell one single joke. He didn't even look funny.
Obviously, she knew that we were going to have dinner there because she wasn't surprised to see the food all there.
Sit down.
Ron!
Oh.
Dad, Adam, Dad.
Hello, Adam. Where's Eve? Off with a snake, is she?
I told you he was funny.
I've heard a lot about you. Didn't believe a word of it.
Hello, Adam, where's Eve? I had friends when I was 6 used to say that, and I used to groan then.
You can't expect Adam to perform 24 hours a day.
No, but think of it this way, right? A doctor doesn't work 24 hours a day, but he's still got his pager with him, like, in case of emergencies. And, in fact, my nan nearly choked on a fishbone at TGI Fridays, but luckily there was a doctor at the next table, and he helped sort everything out. Now, if he'd have had the same attitude as Adam, my nan might have choked to death that night.
So where'd you get your jokes from, then, Adam?
I don't know, they just sort of come to me.
What, in the pub, like, and you overhear someone say something funny and you think, oh, I could use that. Write it down. As it happens, I've got a couple you could use. No, seriously. There's these two nuns, right?
Oh, no, not the nun one.
In a cucumber field.
Actually, you could probably use this one, Adam.
I don't tell jokes.
Doing press-ups. Oh, you don't tell jokes. Comedian doesn't tell jokes. You must be an alternative comedian, are you? Alternative to being funny. You like Billy Connolly, you know, Shaggy Dog stories. On and on, play a bit of guitar. Play guitar. Magician, rabbit out the hat, eh? Juggler, oh, pocket billiards. I know. You must be a mime artist. Yeah, I studied under Lecoq myself. Couldn't sit down for a while. But seriously, what sort of stuff do you do?
Well, before you tell it, close the curtains, get the right ambience.
No, it doesn't work like that, really.
Oh, of course, you need a spotlight. Ron, run out the car, get a torch.
Please.
No, it's no trouble, son.
Scott, why don't you pop upstairs and get that microphone from the karaoke machine?
I'm not kidding. From the moment he walked in that door, he just wasn't funny. And I thought, well, what's all this about? I'm trying to make you an audience here.
Adam, do some material. What are you waiting for? Come on.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. It doesn't work like this.
Look, you're not funny. My dad's more funny than you.
At which point my dad into his Joe Pasquale impression, which, in all fairness, was very funny.
Why did the Mexican push his wife over the cliff? Tequila! Answers on a postcard.
My best friend just had a baby, right? And I don't understand, what's this obsession when you've got young kids of taking photographs? One photograph's all we need to see. I only have to walk in the door and I get bombarded with 36 brand new identical photographs of his little shit. They're not identical, but they're so similar that if you made a flick book of them, it would look like this.